Ladies and gentlemen, our guest at this time is an actress from Baltimore, Maryland. Her name is Lonni Gary. She's joining us right now. Good evening, Lonni.
Good evening. How are you?
We're doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Let me ask you this before we begin. Do you hear any echo by any chance?
Yes, I do.
Oh, we've been getting that echo issue as of late, so I thought I would just ask beforehand.
Oh, okay.
Just try to ignore it. The two other co-hosts won't talk.
Yeah, what he said. But we do appreciate you for joining us this evening. Why don't you just go ahead and tell the listeners a little bit about yourself?
Okay, well, I'm Lonnie Gary. I grew up in North Carolina. I'm an actress. I started acting in theater, as a youngster. When I became an adult, you started doing independent films. That's what I'm doing now.
All right, so how did your acting career first started?
Well, I'd say about 2002, when I moved to the Baltimore area. I started doing a little bit of theater, but what I really always wanted to do was film. So I began auditioning for independent films, and my first film was called Demons Rising, directed by William Lee out of the Ohio area. And after that, I just started auditioning, more and more for independent films, and got, the part basically. After that, I have 3 movies out on DVD that are available to buy, like on Amazon. And the last film that I did, called The Girl, is going to be released October 11th. So I'm really excited about that.
That's great. Now, for this movie, The Girl, is it coming out in theaters independently, or just the DVD, or just both?
Um, it's coming out on DVD. It should be for retail sale, like at Walmart, Target, and online.
Oh, okay. So definitely be on the lookout for it. It's the name of the DVD and movie is called That Girl, and it's coming
The
out.
Girl.
The Girl, and it's coming
Mhm.
out. So be on the lookout for it. Walmart, other stores.
Right.
Uh, Speaking of movies, do you have any other movies that you're working on?
Well, I'm working on a show in Baltimore right now called the Coyote Man Show, and it does air in the Baltimore area. But we've heard that it also airs like in Delaware and Virginia and a few other states. So I don't know what area you're in, but you might be able to get it. I'm not sure. It's a comedy skit show, and it airs on Sundays at 9:30. Um, we used to be on Fox, but I think now it's on This TV. That's the channel. But it's really funny, and I'm working on that. Also, I'm working on a movie called Tag. It's an action movie. It's going to be really good. We're trying to get it slated to come out on Redbox, and we're still filming that. We've been filming it all summer, actually. It's basically just about a group of people who terrorize other people. But it's going to be, I'm very proud of it. It's going to be really good. Hopefully we'll be finished by February, and they can get all the editing done, and we can see, when it's going to come out. Definitely look forward to that, called Tag.
Are you going to be making any appearances and some conventions to promote these upcoming projects?
Um, Not until I'm finished with Tag. Hopefully next year. I want to go back. I went to WonderCon in San Francisco, California, a couple years ago, and I really loved that. But I want to try to make it to either WonderCon or Comic Con next year. So hopefully I'll have time to do that. I have a bunch of movies I have to finish next year too. So I don't know, how the time is going to be. But hopefully I will be at WonderCon or Comic Con next year.
All right. So if or anywhere near those areas, go be on the lookout for Lonni Gary. She's our guest this evening here on Chilling with Jeff and Kenny C. Now, what would you consider the highlight of your career thus far?
I would consider the movie The Girl the highlight of my career because I worked with, so many talented individuals, and I just found out that you did interview Kayla Perkins. She's a good friend of mine, and she is in the movie as well. She's one of the stars of the movie. I don't know if you remember her, right?
Oh, absolutely. I met Kayla a couple times at Scarefest convention over at Kentucky. She's a cool
Yeah.
chick.
Yeah, I love her and her mom. They are like the two sweetest people ever. But we have actually in the movie The Girl, there's a lot of like Debbie Rochon. She was in Night of the Living Dead. We have her in the movie. And a couple other people like Ari Lehman. He played Jason in Friday the 13th as a child, the child Jason. And we have Lisa Nilde, and she's a Playboy model as well. So we have like a pretty good cast as The Girl. So that's one of my, I'd say best accomplishments so far, that movie.
Why don't you tell the listeners where they can learn more from you? You have a website or any other links, social network links, Facebook, Twitter, or so. Why don't you go ahead and tell listeners where they can get in touch with you or learn more about you?
Right. If anybody wants to learn any more about me, I do have a website. It's www.lonnigary.com. And also I am on Facebook as well, Lonni.Gary. And when you go to my personal website, all the links to all of the other sites that I'm on is on there as well.
LonniGary.com is the website. That's LonniGary.com. That's the official website. So check that website out. Let me ask you this, Lonni. You say you do horror movies and stuff like that. Do you consider doing any other type films, maybe paranormal or something like that?
Yeah, maybe paranormal. I mean, I'm really interested in doing something dramatic, or a comedy film at the moment because I've done so many horror films. So I just want to like try something different, like maybe a dramatic role or something like that. I would love to play like a character that might have some kind of mental disorder or eating disorder, something in that type of area. Just try something different, because it seems like I've been doing a lot of roles where it's either a scary movie or I'm some crazy person. So I just want to try something different right about now. But the movie Tag is definitely something I've never done. So I'm looking forward to the release of Tag.
All right. Let me ask you this. As far as your acting career is concerned, if you wasn't an actress right now, what would you be doing?
I would probably be a teacher. I mean, that's what I've always wanted to do. I did go to school for education, but I do have a degree in criminal justice. And in March, I'm going to be getting my bachelor's in healthcare management. So hopefully I'll go on to get my master's and maybe become a health teacher. But I'll never give up acting. That's my first love.
That's good to know. Backup plan just in case. So that's
Yeah.
again, we are joined with Lonni Gary here on Chilling with Jeff and Kenny C here on Saturday night. Got some questions here in the chat room. She says Comic Con. So is she a geek at heart, game player, or comic reader? That's a question from Bad Dog in the chat room.
I guess I am a game player. I guess I don't know that much about games, but when I see something that looks interesting, I try it. But I'm pretty much an old-fashioned game person. I'm like a Pac-Man type girl or Mario Brothers, something of that era. But I guess I'm more of a gamer when it comes to Comic Cons or anything like that.
Who hasn't played Pac-Man or Super Mario Brothers? I mean, those were the games back in the day. If you're a
Yeah,
gamer and you never played one of those games, then you can't call yourself a true gamer. Uh,
right.
um, so Lonnie, before we end this interview, and again, I appreciate you for joining us tonight. I asked all guests to do this. It's like a station ID, a voice drop. All you have to do is say your name. Right after you say your name, you say you are chilling with Jeff and Kenny C. I count to three. You go ahead and say it. Lonnie, you still with us?
I'm sorry. Can
Oh,
you repeat that one more time?
yeah. It's the echo. I know it's the echo. I'm assuming. So as I was saying, all you got to do is say your name, and right after you say your name, you say you are chilling with Jeff and Kenny C. I'll count to three. You go ahead and say it.
Oh, okay.
All right, one, two, three.
Ronnie Gary, you're chilling with Jeff and Kenny C.
We'll take that. Uh,
Okay.
Look, I understand it's the echo. We've been having issues with the guests calling in. They say it's an echo, so it is what it is. But nonetheless, everyone check out the website, LonnieGary.com. Thank you for your time, Lonnie. Best of success goes out to you, and thank
Thank
you
you
once
so
again.
much.
You
It's
have a
been a pleasure. Thank you.
you have a good weekend.
You too.
All right, bye bye.